Are you single, feeling lonely, and like you're craving deeper and more intimate relationships? Here's the truth. You are the reason for your current relationship status. I'm about to share with you the 4 reasons why you're still single and how we can change that together. I'm Amy Elizabeth, and I am your energy evolution mentor. I'm here to make spirituality simple. Did you know that almost half the population of the United States is single? The US Census Bureau has stated 46.4% of adults in the United States are single. They're relationshipless. Why is that? Are you questioning this? Because I am. And here's your 4 reasons of why. Number 1, you're not taking responsibility for where you are in the relationship. And what this means is that when there is an issue in the relationship, we're so quick to blame and shame the other person. We're so quick to not look in the mirror at where this energy is actually living inside of us. So remember, have you ever heard the old adage that if you spot it, you got it? Chances are this is all about you. And why we couple in the first place is because being in relationship is how we actually evolve quicker in our spiritual development. This is why we do this work, but we've got to actually do the work. And if we're not looking at what is bothering us about another person and seeing where that lies in ourself, in us, then what do? We run away from it, or we shut the door on it, or we avoid, or we get anxious, and then we just numb and decide we're getting out of the relationship or getting divorced. And this is not helping that percentage. It's also not helping you, because chances are you're gonna go back into the same pattern in another relationship, and you'll pick up right where you left off with a different face and a different name, but it'll be the same damn story. The second reason why you're still single and how we get to change that. You're not taking the time to look at the emotional and the energetic patterns that are showing up within the relationship. So you're not making space for yourself. And so there's 3 parts to the relationship. There's you, there's the other person, and then there's the relationship. So where are you actually involved in this relationship? Taking a moment to list out the actual pieces of what is bothering you about this other person and looking at that in yourself, taking space and time to heal the gestation, the root of where these things come from, is super vital for you to be able to have a healthy relationship. And not only a partnership, with your friends, with your family, with your community, and how you show up every day in life. You become more attractive. Why? Because you have your shit together. Number 3, you say that you want a relationship, but you settle on all the things that you actually don't want. And so the way to be in a very healthy relationship and to shift your pattern with being single is to actually know what you want. In my recent study around society and how people interact in community, a lot of people, hundreds of people who I speak to all the time, do not know what they actually want. They don't know what they want out of their own life, and they definitely don't know what they want out of a relationship. They don't know what they want out of a relationship with a friendship. They don't know what they want out of a relationship and partnership. So what is it that you actually want, and start going towards that rather than just taking anything that comes your way. This is the issue. We are settling for what feels good rather than actually what we desire and what we deserve and what actually will help us move forward into our end result goal, whatever that looks like. Somebody who can walk next to us, not somebody who walks behind us or in front of us, but somebody who's a partner. Who is that? What are their qualities? What are their characteristics? What's their personality? And how do they make you feel, and how do they add to your life? And number 4, you're moving way too fucking fast. So many times in relationship, and you know, especially if you want to turn this off right now, you know this is you. We've all done this. We go into this fantastical land, this fairy tale of, oh my God, this is my partner, and oh my God, we're going to run off into the sunset together. And you start to build this story in your head, which is beautiful. It's great to fantasize. I am not shunning you from creating images in your mind and manifesting and materializing the thing that you really want. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there is a spiritual hierarchical level to growth and evolution, and it has been seen over over humanity. And so you start as a student, and then you go into an initiate, and then you go into an adept, and then you go into mastery. And there's some levels in between, but as this is not what this video is about, so I will go into that in another video. And the most important part of this is to understand that this is an initiation between you and this other person. And so if you think that riding this wave and jumping in and being in your bliss bubble for 3 months and all of a sudden things aren't working out the way that you want them to, then you're not actually taking the space and the time to develop a relationship. Things don't happen overnight. Having coffee a number of times will help you first get to know somebody, and then having lunch, and then having dinner, and then having date nights, and then having sleepovers. What happens is we jump in so quickly, and everything is an insta culture these days. So we jump in so quickly that if they don't fit our immediate model, we basically tell them to fuck off, and we go find another person so that we get to do this once again. And what we're not realizing is actually we're not settling into the spiritual evolution of seeing where and how this person could fit into our life. I hope that this makes sense to you, and I'm hoping that this resonates with you, because I see more often than not people not taking the space and the time to actually develop an integrated relationship. So if you're moving too fast, then chances are you're judging the relationship and the destination rather than enjoying and riding the wave of the journey that you've decided to take with this person, that you've committed to taking with this person. And that also is a commitment to yourself. Just like when you commit to any kind of journey, like Gandalf and Frodo, or like Yoda and Luke Skywalker, when you commit to relationship and to learning and growing alongside somebody, whether they are a teacher or they are your partner, you decide together what that relationship is going to look like. And maybe it's time for you to ask yourself, are you ready for a relationship? Or is there still some work you get to do on yourself so that we don't shame and blame anybody? We don't fuck other people up even more because we're outing them, avoiding us, and spiritually bypassing altogether. I'm so grateful that you watched the end of this video. Please like, subscribe, share this with your friends and your family. If this was helpful, post in the comments below, what would you like to hear? What would you like to learn about? I would love to serve this community. We are growing and evolving together. Remember, live in awe and make life awesome. Until next time.